trees, creating an ecological buffer to the heritage zone. Another 5,000 trees are planned. 6 baolis, 2 of which were discovered recently, were cleared, desilted, reconstructed, and restored, and now contribute to a surplus of water to irrigate and maintain the gardens. Since 2022, over 20 million liters of rainwater have been collected annually. We are honored to have been instrumental in creating the Qutb Shahi Heritage Park. In doing so, we not only recognize the art, architecture, and engineering prowess inscribed in the history of this city, but also address future environmental and climate challenges which are not just cultural or scientific, but concerns of primary urgency. Beyond the restoration of the built heritage, the strength of this collaborative endeavor lies in its combination of landscape and garden design. The Aga Khan Trust for Culture has created or restored 10 major parks and gardens around the world, following the guidance of His Highness the Aga Khan, concerning our responsibility to protect the natural world and to respect the power and mystery of nature. Indeed, one of the ethical principles of the Aga Khan Development Network, a group of agencies that seek to improve the welfare and prospects of people around the world, is to work towards a sustainable environment in its physical, social, and cultural dimensions. Today's ceremony does not mark the end of the Aga Khan Trust for Culture's presence in Hyderabad. We are engaged with the government of Telangana on 5 other projects in the city, including the Pega tombs and the State Assembly. We are also in discussions to establish a management trust for the operations and maintenance of this heritage park. Our work here is part of a multi-sectoral commitment of the Aga Khan Development Network and organizations under the direction of the Ismaili Imamate to the people of Telangana. It remains our hope that our endeavors in education and early childhood development, women's development, climate action, and disaster risk resilience can continue under a structured framework to improve the quality of life for all the people of Hyderabad and Telangana. I therefore greatly look forward to returning to this beautiful city and to its warm and generous people in the future. Tomorrow, the Aga Khan Trust for Culture will inaugurate the Humayun World Heritage Site Museum. It will enhance the visitor experience to Humayun's tomb and Sundar Nursery. A site museum is also planned here at Qutb Shahi Heritage Park, which will serve both the park and the Golconda Fort, and which will present the achievements of the Qutb Shahi dynasty. While His Highness the Aga Khan could not be here today, I find it appropriate to end with his words. Quote, "Creating green spaces in urban areas constitutes a significant improvement in the quality of the environment and people's living conditions. There are leisure spaces and meeting places for all ages and all social categories, encouraging different segments of the population to mix and integrate. And they have proved to be catalysts for economic activity and a source of employment, both directly and indirectly, particularly through the services provided to visitors. Even as we look back in time at a moment like this, so we should also look thoughtfully ahead. Even as we sense today the influence of the distant past, so we should also think of generations yet unborn, people who will live here and people who will visit and who will see this site as a gateway to their own history. Thank you."
May I now request the Honorable Chief Minister of the Government of Telangana, Sri.A.Revanth Reddy, to kindly address and give the presidential address.
Thank you very much, Aga Khan, our Honorable Member of Parliament, MIM President Asaduddin Owaisi, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, and my colleague, Cabinet Minister Mr. Jupalli Krishnarao, and Tourism Principal Secretary Vani Prasad. It's my pleasure and honor to be here today with all of you in this Heritage Park. It celebrates the conclusion of extraordinary restoration and renovation of this project by Department of Culture and Heritage, Government of Telangana, and Aga Khan Trust for Culture. I welcome each one of you to Telangana, a land full of history, culture and traditions that date back thousands of years. The region was ruled by Shatavahanas, Kakatiyas, Kuli Qutub Shahis and Nizam dynasty and others, each living behind their unique cultural imprint. Telangana is home for architectural marvels like Charminar, Kuli Qutub Shahi tombs, Golconda Fort, Paiga tombs, Thousand Pillar Temple in Wangal, and Ramappa Temple, Alampur Temple. All these are our heritage architectural buildings are there. The Kuli Qutub Shahi Heritage Park and 7 tombs stand as a proof of architectural brilliance and cultural richness of Kuli Qutub Shahi dynasty. Our government will preserve and protect the cultural and heritage of Telangana and proudly place it in the world map. Telangana is proud home for World Heritage Site Ramappa Temple, recognized by UNESCO. Starting with the MOU in 2013, the conservation of more than 100 monuments spread over 106 acres represents the largest ever conservation effort undertaken in India. On behalf of my government and people of Hyderabad, I place on record our appreciation and gratitude for generous contribution of Aga Khan Trust for Culture. I thank Prince Rahim Aga Khan for traveling to be part of this occasion and all distinguished guests present. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Honorable Chief Minister. Very grateful for your presence. One of the objectives of us at the Aga Khan Trust for Culture doing some of this work is to create models, and as such, on a new website dedicated to this project, the last 12-13 years of working here will be shared for access to a worldwide audience. May I now request Director, Department of Heritage, Government of Telangana to kindly give the vote of thanks.
Thank you, Mr. Ratish. Distinguished dignitaries on the dais, esteemed guests, Team AKTC and my colleagues. As we conclude this remarkable event, celebrating successful completion of Qutub Shahi Heritage Park Conservation Project, it is my distinct honor to deliver the vote of thanks. Firstly, I would like to extend my profound gratitude to our Honorable Chief Minister, Sri.A.Revanth Reddy Garu, for presiding over this memorable gathering. Sir, your presence and your words have inspired us to strive hard. We look forward for your unwavering support and source of inspiration as you always have been. I sincerely thank Honorable Minister Shri Jupalli Krishna Rao Garu for gracing the occasion and for being a driving force of the department. On behalf of Government of Telangana, I express our heartfelt appreciation to Prince Rahim Khan and his brother Prince Ali Muhammad Khan for witnessing this historical movement. Your support, contribution and commitment towards this heritage preservation and restoration will be remembered forever. We hope this partnership continues and expands to many more monuments. I profoundly thank Honorable MP Garu and MLA Garu for being present here and for their continued cooperation. I thank Ms. Vani Prasad, Principal Secretary, for being bedrock of support and guidance. I congratulate the AKTC team led by Mr. Monreal and Mr. Ratish, and also I thank Mr. Sajjad and Shahir Associates for their expertise, hard work, and perseverance, which has culminated into what we have witnessed today. I compliment various stakeholders, partners, domain experts, artists, craftsmen, heritage department staff, whose domain expertise, resources, and efforts have created history in the field of heritage conservation. To our distinguished guests and attendees, I thank you for taking the time to be with us today. Your presence and support mean a lot to us and serve as an encouragement to continue our efforts in heritage conservation. Finally, I would like to express my sincere gratitude to media and each and every one of you for being a part of this journey. While today marks the culmination of our heritage conservation project, it also signifies a new beginning. We look forward to your continued support and collaboration in our future initiatives. Thank you.
Dignitaries on the dais, ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for being here today. As the dignitaries on the dais make their way back out, I would like everyone to remain seated and then join us for a tea in the Hammam courtyard. Thank you. Please remain seated till the dignitaries leave the tent.